Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about homeschool laws by state. So before we get started today, I wanted to let you know that I'm super excited to be part of this collaboration. We have a lot of moms that are going to be sharing um, homeschool laws for each of their own individual states. And this collaboration has been hosted by Becky from the channel Russell's Loving Life. And I really want to thank her for hosting this one because I think this is a really, really important topic, especially this time of the year, or if something else might possibly happen and you feel the need that you want to homeschool your kids. So, I am covering the laws for Ohio, and I get a lot of questions about this, and they're easily found on the website for your district or your like state's Department of Education. Um, but for Ohio, our homeschooling laws are pretty simple. They're not over the top by any means. I know some states are very, very particular. So for Ohio, first of all, parents, you must have a high school diploma or equivalent. Um, if you are not going to do, you want to homeschool, but you will not be doing the homeschool because you don't meet those requirements. On your NOI, there will be, you're going to have to let your district know who will be doing the instruction for your children. Next, for Ohio, we are required to provide 900 hours of instruction to each one of our students. Now, if you're schooling everybody together and you're doing your nature walks and your extracurriculars and things like that, you're going to come by that pretty easily. 900 hours is not hard to come by. Um, every year, you are going to have to notify your superintendent. There are some great Facebook pages for my specific state. We have Ohio homeschooling parents, and the mom that has put this together is absolutely incredible. She also started a website. It has every bit of information that you are going to need to homeschool your child in the state of Ohio. She has files with given examples of generic NOIs, which is your notice of intent to homeschool, which is what you are going to have to send in to your superintendent. I recommend sending by certified letter or actually taking it into your superintendent's office, making sure they have a copy and you get a receipt. I often actually send both certified and I walk it in. So those, because they sometimes get lost and things like that. And every year that you are homeschooling, you are going to have an assessment done by a certified teacher or do the required testing here in Ohio that will be turned back into your school district. If you have a certified teacher do an assessment for you, you are going to have to send that in with your NOI every year that you intend on homeschooling. So do not send it to your educational service center. State law is you must notify the superintendent of your school district. Very, very important. And they will often tell you, well, you need to send this to here or here. No. The only place you are sending that NOI is to your superintendent here in Ohio, at least. The NOI must be provided here in the state of Ohio no later than the first week of instruction for your district or within the first week of withdrawing your children from that district. We don't have a whole lot of rules. That really covers most of those bases. One question that I often get is, well, don't you ever want your kids to be able to play sports? Well, here in Ohio, we pay property taxes. We're still funding the school district. Um, Now, we don't get any extra assistance from the school, but in my specific district, my kids can actually be on IEPs and have itinerant services through our district for speech, OT, things like that, which we do use occasionally. But as far as sports go, in the state of Ohio, if you want your kids to be part of extracurricular activities in your district, they are allowed to. So, what you would have to do is get a hold of your superintendent, the principal at the specific school, age level wise, that your child would be a part of. Uh, High school would be the principal or your athletic director for sports and whatnot, and they will guide you through that. But in the state of Ohio, your child is allowed to participate in extracurriculars. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing how things work for other states. And if you don't live in Ohio and you are in another state, I highly encourage you to check out the rest of this playlist because these moms have put a lot of work in to make sure that you know the rules and the regulations and how to make sure that your homeschooling is on the up and up for your specific state and your area. I will close this with, if you are homeschooling this year, I wish you all the luck. Welcome to the adventure, and hopefully this video and the other videos will be of great assistance to you guys. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. I will leave a few links in the description box to where you can find the laws for the state of Ohio, for Ohio homeschooling parents, and I think, really, really helpful guides for you to check out with some more information on them. I would also like to make sure that I let you know that virtual schooling and homeschooling are totally different. So if you are doing virtual schooling, your child is still part of the public school system, or if you're doing like a K-12 program, those are totally different. So those rules do not fall under the same rules that we just covered. So for Ohio, parents, you must have a high school diploma or equivalent, provide 900 hours of education, notify your superintendent every year. If this is your first year, you're going to have an assessment done by a teacher or the required testing done, and provide that information when you send your NOI into your superintendent before the end of the first week of instruction for your district or within 1 week of withdrawal. And your kids can still participate in extracurricular activities here in Ohio. So, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. If you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell to make sure that when I post a new video, you will get a notification. Happy homeschooling!